Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I'd like to welcome you back to another season, I suppose we're starting, of State of Decay 2. Didn't play much of the original game, so wasn't too familiar with the mechanics and the way it plays, so I must admit I have had an hour, maybe, on the game before you guys sort of joining. Didn't want to appear to be a complete imbecile. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's had a lot of hype. I've seen a lot of reviews. I have got the Ultimate Edition, so I am recording some of this footage before full release date. But without further ado, I think we need to get stuck in. Let's play a little bit of State of Decay 2. So this is one of the 5 characters I've currently got at my lovely looking base here. As you can see by the map, white I haven't looted, black I have, so I've been out on foot and I have explored somewhat the vehicles and things, as you can see. Currently I'm now going back to get a vehicle that ultimately we use to get into the area. When you start the game, there's a choice of 3 maps stroke worlds in essence. So I chose the valley. Needed that, thanks. And yeah, in choosing the valley, this is the nearest base to where you kick off. So you sort of set up base, requiring 1 survivor to do so. And then you can sort of venture around speaking to various other people, and in turn do things for them. Get on the good side, upset them, get on the bad side, and they join your community at request, and in turn build your community strength up, but cost you more resource in the process. Way off, I suppose. I'll be honest, you never get bored of killing a zombie in this game. I've played quite a lot of DayZ and various other zombie type games. Nothing ever seemed to come close to the Resident Evil days, as it were. But this, to be honest, this I can see spending a lot of time playing. Oh. Fighting multiple seems to be my failing. I mean, the game is set up with permadeath, so ultimately when you die or a character within the game dies, they are dead. There's no return, no respawn. So I think over the very short space of time I've been playing, I have become quite attached to these guys. It's easily done. They become quite a big part of the game. Independently, I suppose, you spend a lot of time with each character until they're quite fatigued and need to go back. So I suppose the aim of the game is progression of life and maintaining that. Sneaky little bugger. So yeah, progressing life and the community's morale, the upkeep of the community itself. Well, that's good news. Looting seems to be quite technical, I suppose. There's ultimately a few flashing items in each outpost area that you can claim, but spotting them is a task in itself. What's that? Well, I'll be honest, if there's one way to go, it's certainly sitting on a bench with plenty of tins around you. Hats off that guy. I feel the same about you. Day 3, guys, day 3. This vehicle we need to refuel. Ultimately, when we landed in the map, this is where we started. Vehicle broke down and we needed to find somewhere safe. So that's that sorted. I think even with just take that. Even with just a screwdriver, once your melee weapon has gone, you can carry quite an impact to the zombie that you're approaching. I must admit, it's one of those games I've not yet got bored of the multiple ways you can kill a zombie, or how many of them there are. Dead Rising, I think, was a prime example. I think once you tried the variations of weapons and in turn killed a few, you felt like you'd basically done it all. So yeah, I got quite bored quite quickly of those games, but I can see this one living a little bit longer in life. Of course, the developers have said that they intend to release much more content. They felt that they'd only scratched the surface with what they wanted to achieve. I mean, in all fairness, it's a good looking game. Alright. A bit buggy at times. I suppose these are the creases they were lying over the moments. It's small issues. They're not big bugs. Co-op's quite buggy, as we are now. There's a lot of rubber banding, quite zone restricted with regards to distance you can travel from your co-op partner. Good game though, with regards to solo play or co-op, whichever your style is. I think you can find the enjoyment. Very little co-op, if I'm honest, on the stuff that I play, but I always embrace a follower or somebody to follow. So I've got some resources. I'll take these back to the house. Shh. So you drop these in the storage, and in turn resources go up. So with 7 food, 6 meds, 8 ammo, 11 food, 6 meds, 8 ammo, 8 materials and 2 fuel. Variety of things we've picked up along the way. These things we've collected over time, and I dare say this supply locker is going to definitely see an influx of looted material. We need to understand a little bit more of the map. So much to do. I mean, we've barely scratched the surface, guys. There's so many vehicles to find, so many properties to loot, potentials for the variations of weapons we're likely to see. I mean, the next episode, I've got the Ultimate Edition supply drops, so we're going to unpack those, and together we will see what is received for the extra fund. As I know there was some insecurities based around the value and the extra off. I'll be honest with you, I paid the extra for the early access to be able to see the game and play the game a few days before general release, and in turn received the supply drops that I haven't opened, I haven't seen, I don't know what's in them. So join me on the next round, and within that episode we shall unwrap and see what we get. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. You should be too. Together we can uncover the truth behind this. So far we've gained a base, some kills, a car. So on that fine and glorious note, I want to thank you all for watching. If you've liked, don't forget to hit the button. If you aren't already, please do subscribe. Let's see this through to the end. Other than that, thank you. See you on the other side.